today's the 2nd of Jan. Danza and I are about to head into the gym. We've got a pretty full day today. I've got a bunch of sales calls. We're going to head in after the gym and go and do some recovery stuff too. So we might get some footage of that. We're going to do an ice bath, infrared sauna, and then spend a little bit more time today, like setting the intentions for the rest of the year, the goals, just mapping out how the year's going to look and getting very intentional about what it is that we want to attract. So obviously we have a number of business things with Younify. I obviously got my coaching business, the podcast and all the rest of it as well. So it is super important. It doesn't matter whether it's the start of Jan or whether it's the middle of the fucking year or the middle of the week. You don't need to wait till January 1st. And this is something that I do quite often, but we will sit down today and map out what that year looks like. Hopefully send out a bunch of orders today. We've got if it's not out already, we have a behind the scenes vlog of like all the lead up to when we launched Younify. So that'll be coming out soon as well. But the intention is to start vlogging a little more again this year and show some more behind the scenes stuff. But we'll get a little bit of footage from training today. I've also got a guy who's going to start shooting some more content for me more regularly as well. So we'll put together a bunch of vlogs and training footage and stuff. So whatever you want to see more of, just comment below with what type of stuff you want to see in these videos. But yeah, we'll take you along today and show you some of the shit we get up to. Session done. We're about to have 1 scoop of the triple chalk Younify whey protein and 5 grams of creatine, and then we're going to head now into recovery lounge to go do infrared sauna, ice bath, and yeah, how's your sesh?
Huh?
Good sesh?
Yeah.
Legs, oh, just train legs and gives us a bicep flex. How good? Sauna time. Alright, so we're doing 45 minutes this morning, and then we'll go straight in the ice bath after this. But we've got this bad boy up to the max. Hot yet? Alright, so we're going to track the sauna session and the ice bath on Whoop. We'll show you guys the stats at the end. Dan's is nervous for her first, well, not her first ice bath, but she's nervous. Alright, miss, that's you. And that's me. Alright guys, we are back home now. I just recorded a solo pod and about to jump into some coaching calls for the rest of the day. We have to also send out a bunch of the Younify orders today as well. And I'm trying to think, there's something else I've got to do today as well. But pretty much just getting stuck into work now, trying to have the next 2 to 3 hours of productive work time. Again, coaching calls, sales calls, just getting a lot of the back end admin stuff done and writing out a few new programs as well. But that's the day so far. So I might just take you guys along for the rest of the week and show you bits and pieces. But hope you're enjoying this so far. I feel good after the training session, sauna and ice bath. We just got in some good food as well, plenty of protein and some carbohydrates, and just rehydrating, drinking plenty of electrolytes. We'll also have an electrolyte or hydration / electrolyte product coming out in the next couple of months as well, which we're formulating at the moment. So just doing a bunch of testing and stuff for that as well. Plus we have some really cool meetings this week for an opportunity that we may have with Younify already, which is awesome. So we'll keep you guys updated with that too. Pressure's on for Danza.
Not really.
Sexiest labels going around. So he's got a bunch of orders that we're getting ready to send out. So this first batch, we are doing all the labeling and we're sending them all from home. So we've got literally like hundreds of kilos of protein at home and creatine. But feedback's been awesome, and we wanted to do this for this first drop, and then we'll eventually get it in like a 3PL or something. But the labels are so nice, and it's been fun so far. We've only been live for about a week or so, and the feedback's been incredible. Alright guys, so we are starting off with 5 grams of creatine monohydrate for the day. 5 grams every single morning. And then I'm going to have 2 scoops of the triple choc flavour of our protein. I'm just going to chuck it in a shaker now and then probably wait for a little bit, I think, because I just had a coffee and I just did my journaling, so I just wanted to show you what some of these pages look like. So we've got the goals and intentions for the day, gratitude list, ticking off whether I've done the meditation. In between basically every month in this journal. I got these made up a while ago, so they're a little bit old now, but still do the job. We spent some time the other day, can't do it with one hand. Spent some time the other day going through and just mapping out intentions for the year and everything, but that's the sups this morning, I think. What else have I had? These are the other supplements I'm using at the moment. So I've been trying out this Gorilla Mind to help with cognitive enhancement. So we're bringing out our own product this year, cognitive enhancer. So I've just been doing some market research. We've got the lion's mane. Now, I know people have been talking shit about the life cycle mushroom, so I've got to do my own research and see what's going on there, but still using lion's mane in the morning. And then I've been using this Eclonia Cava morning and night as well. So they're the subs at the moment. Let's get stuck into the day. This morning we are making an iced latte, I guess you could say. So Dan's brought over a bunch of ice because we don't have any ice in the freezer. We have 1 shot of Nespresso, and then we're going to put in 1 scoop of the creamy vanilla Younify protein and blend this bad boy up. Yes, mate, you will get some as well. It's a horrible. Alright, so Danza and I, for the first time, are test driving. Alrighty guys, I wanted to show you how I do my meal prep. So, pretty fucking easy, to be honest. I just go onto My Muscle Chef and order a bunch of meals every single month. I usually order like 25 to 30 meals, to be honest. I know it sounds super lazy, but I really prioritize convenience at the moment. I know the quality of these meals is great. If you haven't tried these before, you can use the code, I think it's Danny20. So Danny20, it'll get you $20 off your first order. But the meals are just so fucking good. There's so much variety. You can get the plus size meals where the meals are a lot bigger too, which is super ideal. What else? There's a lot of snacks too. Let me take you down to the snacks. I'm just about to put in my new order now. See, like there's so many different meals. It's that good. Where are we? Snacks. I want to show you my favorite bars at the moment. Where are they? That's not it. We're almost there, guys. Hang in there with me. Where are they? That's the cookies. Not a fan of the cookies, to be honest, but these protein muffins. Oh my God. The raspberry and white chocolate flavor is so good. The banana and walnut's pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of like chocolate muffins, which I know is pretty fucked, but these are also pretty good. But about to put in my order for the month. You guys should suss out My Muscle Chef if you haven't already. What's up, guys? Got rid of the mop, and we got a fresh lid, so much faster, look much tougher. So all good. Russ man's just flat out as usual. Russ, say good day, buddy. Don't give me that look. But I just want to check in with you guys. I started that vlog last week when I still had long hair. We went in, did a recovery session, got a bit of training footage. New week now. This last week or so has been quite busy. A lot's happening with Younify at the moment, which is awesome. We're so stoked with how the launch has gone, but more importantly, all the product development. Fuck, can't even speak. Product development coming up with all our new products that are going to be coming out. So the next 2 that are coming out, will give you guys some insider information. We have a pre-workout, which is coming out very soon, along with a hydration formula. So it's got electrolytes in it, tastes incredible, great flavors. So they're coming out soon. My coaching business has been very busy lately as well, which has been awesome. Loving all the coaching calls with my clients. Obviously, outside of the training and nutrition, which is done through my app, I also do mindset coaching with them every single week, which I absolutely love.
It's, I talk about a lot with my mindset coach, Danny Kennedy. But it's you get into a bit of a flow state and you're just playing the game, and you know you're enjoying being out there. You're enjoying the fact that we're playing a game, and as much as we get caught up in the wins and losses and the stresses and the pressures of being a professional and day-to-day, you know, compounding efforts of wins or losses, whatever it might be, for whatever side you're on, it's just nice to go out there and be in a bit of a flow state.
So I was having a conversation with a mentoring client of mine today around the days where we feel really good and we're at a high frequency in comparison to the days where we don't feel at a high frequency and things don't seem to be going well, and how it's so much easier to gravitate towards that negative feeling. But the analogy I use is it's like going to the gym. If every time we went to the gym and we just lifted a weight that felt comfortable, we did the same amount of reps, same amount of weight, which feels really good, right? Very similar to the really good days. We don't make any progress. And so on the days where things don't feel as good and things are difficult and there is resistance and, you know, we have these setbacks, they're the days in the gym where we lift the heavier weight, we do the more reps, we do the extra sets, and that's what leads to growth and change. So on the days where things feel perfect, right? We're at a really high frequency and everything's working great for us. It's amazing, and that's what we should be striving for. But at the same time, we don't see any growth on those days. The growth comes from the days that are difficult, and our choice to lean into that discomfort and choose to be the highest version of ourselves and choose to make the difficult decision to stay at a high frequency, even when our reality or the evidence is not showing itself yet. And the more times we can do that, the better life gets. Leaning out a little bit, got a bit of a tan. Fucking look out. So here's all our protein. I'll just show you guys around because we've got fucking nothing to do for the next 5 minutes. I've got shitloads to do, but started video on, so we'll keep going with it. Here's some of our protein. That's Russ. More of the shit around here. Russ ate all the carpet. And there is a shitload of protein and creatine in here. So very soon we're going to move into a warehouse for our stock, but we wanted to experience all this first run, and it's fucking awesome. Okay, so I wanted to give you some insight into what my training split is at the moment. And so I'm doing 4 to 5 strength sessions per week, so 2 push, 2 pull, and 1 lower body session. Now that's purely because when I increase the volume of my lower body too much, my knee just is cooked. And so that's something I'm working on at the moment, working with some sports doctors and specialists and whatnot to try and figure out what the issue is. Basically, my tibialis, or my tibia bone, is red hot. And so I keep tearing my meniscus. And so the pain that I'm getting on the inside of my knee, literally just from walking, standing, or doing too much flexion in the gym, so like deep squats, lunges and everything, is just very frustrating and ongoing. So I've tried a bunch of different stuff, PRP, all different treatments and all the rest of it, and not much is working. So trying to figure that out. The goal at the moment is to build muscle mass, obviously. I'm kind of in a calorie deficit at the moment, as I've mentioned, so I'm not necessarily putting on a heap of size. I'm relatively lean at the moment, not like the leanest I've ever been, but quite lean. And so once I get into a surplus, that's when I'll expect to make a lot of progress. I am doing 1 to 2 running sessions per week, which sounds stupid after I've just told you about the sore knee, but I just enjoy it. I love running in the heat, all the rest of it. And so we're doing that at the moment, along with trying to get some regular ice baths done. I want to get to the infrared sauna more, doing my cold showers and stuff every day still. But that's training at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm seeing good progress. I feel like I've put on a bit of size through the upper body. Legs are starting to build up again with the amount of volume that I can do. And so let me know in the comments what type of training content, or even just talking to the camera like this in terms of educational stuff, you want to see more of. Obviously, if you haven't listened to the Fitness and Lifestyle podcast, I do a lot of that on there, so make sure you go and check that out. But just want to jump in and let you know what training looks like at the moment. Okay, so I've got a quick story for you guys. I've just been going through a bunch of my old journals over the last 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer, to be honest. And the story is, nearly 2 weeks ago now, I decided that I was going to sell my car. So in 2016, I'd saved up enough money to purchase a brand new car. Bought a Holden SV6, which at the time was a massive achievement for me after, working so hard within the business and I guess becoming financially independent. And I've loved the car. I still do love the car. But over the last few years, I've probably listed my car to sell 3 or 4 times, and I've just pulled the pin because there was more important things. I had money I needed to invest into the business, and it just wasn't a priority. And my accountant probably wasn't going to be too happy if I went out and did something like that and bought a new car for no reason, particularly throughout COVID and shit like that. Anyway, since 2017, there has been a specific car that has just been a dream car of mine, something that I always knew one day I would purchase, but it was kind of outside of my reach. But at the same time, it also is just not a great financial investment, which most cars probably still aren't, right? Well, most of them definitely aren't. But anyway, fast forward to just after New Year's, I decided I'm going to put my car back up for sale again. I was going to buy something new. I had to look at a few different things, a few different cars that I liked. There wasn't anything that was like, that I was crazy for. But there was a few that I had a bit of interest in. So Danielle and I jumped on these line bikes and went up to a car dealership on the same street as us. And the first car that we see when we walk in is this car that I have wanted for so long. And I said to the dealer, the guy, the car salesman, I'm like, mate, can I just grab the keys? I just want to jump in, start it up, show the missus, all the rest of it. And sat in there and just like instantly fell in love. Like, this car is something that I've had like saved as my fucking screensaver on my phone, my laptop. I've written it down over and over and over again in intentions in my journal and goals at the start of the year, just knowing that it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. And so sit in there, have a little look around, get home, and Danielle was kind of asking me like, oh, what do you think? And when I walked in there, I was at like this super high frequency, almost like a knowing of just like, I'm not going to walk in here and be kind of like iffy about whether, like, going and have a look at all the prices and figuring out whether or not I can make it work. I'm just going to go in and look at the things that I like. And so that's what I did. Got home. Now I messaged the dealer. I'm like, mate, if you can give me this price for my car, I'm in. I didn't sit here and try and figure out how it's going to work and all the rest of it. I just knew it would work. I knew that I've been working hard enough and that the goals that I've set for myself this year would allow me to do this and to finance this car. And so it still hadn't really hit home. It was just like a bit of a, like, what the fuck's going on? It was all a bit of a blur. Anyway, by the end of that day, I'd put down the deposit for this car. Now, that was over a week and a half ago. Went through a bit of a process last week of just finalising all the finances and stuff. And tomorrow, actually last Monday, we took it for a test drive. And I was still like, yeah, maybe I won't get it, blah, blah, blah. Took it for this test drive and I was like, fuck, we're on here. And so, anyway, the whole fucking point of this story is that tomorrow, so today's Tuesday, tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, it is finally time to pick up the new whip, and I cannot wait to show you guys what it is. I'm so excited, and as I said, it's been something I've wanted for so long, and I think one of the biggest parts of this is the fact that there's just this massive sense of pride. It's crazy, and and to have ticked this goal off for this year so soon, we're not even at the end of January yet. And it's the exact spec that I like. Everything about it is just amazing, and I can't wait to show you guys. But tomorrow's the day, so tonight's like fucking Christmas Eve, right? I've got to try and get some sleep before the big day tomorrow. But in all seriousness, I wanted to share this. It's not because I'm trying to brag, like in any way, shape, or form. I'm not like that. But what I am sharing this for is because, as cliche as this sounds, you can literally do anything you want to do. You can set these intentions that don't seem logical. You don't have to know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. Your focus needs to stay continually on the what. Like, what is this intention? You need to be able to connect an emotion or a feeling towards this intention or this visualization that you've got to the point where you can genuinely feel what it would be like to have it. And you can feel that all of the emotions attached to it. And so you're experiencing it before you've even got it, right? And I just knew at some stage I was going to get this car. I didn't know when. I wasn't even focused on the when. I was just doing the things I knew I needed to do in terms of building my business, being consistent, trying to understand finances more, trying to evolve as a coach, as a business person, as a person, and everything. And eventually, if I stayed at that high frequency, this would catch up to that. And so the time has come. And so tomorrow, these two frequencies match, and we go pick up this new car, and I can't wait to show you guys and bring you along in this vlog as well. Saying goodbye. Last time. It's been good, but time for an upgrade. Okay, so Dan's and I are on the way to the car dealership to go pick up the new car. So last time driving this one, we call it ASL. Pretty creative considering that's the first three letters of the rego. But anyway, we're on our way to the dealership now. Just cleaned this up a little bit and I'm trading this in before I get this new one, so it's fucking exciting. Been waiting for this for like 2 weeks since we made the decision to do it, and I'm absolutely pumped. So we will get some more vids once we pick up the new one and show you guys through it. All right, ladies and gents, here we are. The new whip, the AMG C63, the dream car for fucking years. And here we are, pickup day. So fucking excited. We can see you. Oh man, I can't even put this into words how this feels right now. This is unreal. Unbelievable.
Basically, we had the vehicle there with the warranty and the after.
Yeah, I had it. Alright guys, we just did it. Just picked up the AMG C63. I literally don't even have any words. I cannot put into words how fucking amazing this feels and how special this moment is, to be perfectly honest. It's fucking amazing. I can't believe it. The most unbelievable car. I'm so excited, so happy, extremely grateful, proud of myself, excited to be able to do this with Danielle as well. Seriously, what the fuck? 2 weeks ago this was not even a fucking thing, and now I'm driving away in a C63. My car's gone, and here we are. So I'll get a video a little later on and kind of show you through and everything, but for now we're just going to enjoy the moment and go for a cruise. Video, does it even sound even cooler? Here she is. Let's go. Not a bad transformation. You reckon, Dad? Good fat loss phase? Good fat loss phase?
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a loud one. We'll have to go see our good mate Damo. Have some dinner at the Beverly Rooftop, I think it's called, maybe, in South Yarra. We haven't been there before, but might grab a video there. But check out this 10 out of 10. You look good too, Dance. Ah, gotcha. Okay guys, it's just before midnight now, and I am just sitting in this car, and I was just talking to Danielle about how grateful I am for this, and how it just really does not feel real. And I know for some people it won't mean much, and it might seem a bit materialistic and whatever, but to me this means so much. I've wanted this car, and yes, it is a materialistic thing, but this has been an intention of mine for so long, and I just knew if I kept setting the intention, doing all the things within my power, and becoming the best version of myself every day, and just focusing on doing the things within my control, that this would eventually happen. And the fact that it has now still does not seem real. It does mean so much to me, and I literally just said to Danielle before, like, I don't think I've ever said this before, but I am genuinely really proud of myself for sticking with this, and just knowing that this is just more evidence, more proof that I can continue to do things that I never thought were possible if I keep putting my mind to it and keep remaining positive and maintain that belief. And yeah, I mean, I'm just literally just sitting here in here at the moment, just feeling very grateful, and this is just a moment that I wanted to fucking savor for a little bit, because it's so cool. And yeah, I'm just so happy, and I wanted to share with you guys, because I like sharing this stuff on the vlogs and just explaining to you like some of the shit that I experienced myself, and just also hoping that someone can watch this and genuinely believe that they're capable of the thing that seems out of reach for them at the moment as well. Because you can do it. I promise you can do it. You just have to believe yourself.